So this video is where we click on the make payment button. So in previous videos we had talked about the payment schedule creation. We had talked about adding beneficiaries and sending the payment schedule for approval. Here the payment schedule is already approved. I am still logged in as the SPC with the SPC account, and I have the privilege of accessing these many buttons. Amongst them is the approved states, which shows me all the approved payment schedules that are ready for payment. So this is the one I've been working with in this video series. I'm going to go ahead to open it and make payment. So the first button here shows us the make payment button. This button is not visible in any of the other states. Only in the approved states will you find this make payment button. So I'm just going to go ahead to pay. I have my beneficiaries list. I have 3 beneficiaries, which are the business plans. 20K for each of them. I have confirmed my validity check. I can then go ahead to click on the make payment button. So clicking on the make payment button, it shows us a, a preview of the validity check before proceeding, because it is important that you confirm every every detail before going ahead to submit, because at the point of submitting, should the money go into the wrong hands, there is no refund. There is no way the system can take back the money from a wrong person's account. So it is important every I's are dotted at this point, and every duplicate is to your knowledge before proceeding or whatnot. So clicking on this make payment button then takes us to where we would select the payment channel. So we have Paystack, Flutterwave, Direct Bank Transfer, and Remitter. I'm just going to briefly explain the first two. So Paystack and Flutterwave is a payment gateway where you go to their site and then you create an account with them. You fund the account with money, then you come to the PMIS. You then update the keys, the payment keys gotten from those payments from these any of these two payment gateways, and you save on the system. So I'm going to show you where the payment keys are saved before proceeding. So if we still navigate to the payment schedule, under advanced, there is a tab called payment info. So this is where we set the payment keys to use for payments. So clicking on the new button, you will see we have different set of keys depending on the payment channel you want to use. So if you want to decide to use Paystack for payment, you must have gone to set up your account with Paystack. You must have funded that account. You must have obtained a key from that account. Then you come here to paste that key, because all these fields are confidential fields. So you come here to paste the key in this field, then save. Then at the point of payment, the PMIS picks up the key you have saved, then uses it to connect to your account with Paystack, then makes the transfer. Same goes for Flutterwave also. Then for bank transfer doesn't need any key. Then Remitter too also needs the key. So unlike Paystack and Flutterwave, Remitter is one such that you create an account with them, then you connect your account, your own bank account with Remitter, then connect Remitter to the PMIS using the keys you would obtain from Remitter. So unlike Paystack and Flutterwave, where you have to create an account with them and you fund that account with them, Remitter allows you to connect to your own bank account and pays with the PMIS from your own bank account without having to create another account and fund that account with Remitter. So for Remitter, These are the keys you need. So you need to have obtained your username from Remita, password from Remita, the source account in which you want to be debited from, the account name, the bank of that account, the original account number, and original bank code. So all these details would be availed to you by Remita after the UAT has been completed, once the state is ready to go live. So again, all these fields are confidential. So it is important they are kept confidential. Even before saving into the database, all these keys are encrypted. So because they're sensitive keys, and any if the keys falls into the wrong hands, funds can be diverted. So they are confidential keys. And at the point of using Remita, Remita uses these keys, all these details you provided here, to connect and then make the payment. So the keys are being saved on a state by state basis. So, and should a state have multiple accounts with Remita, at the point where they have a current account number saved, but they want to use another account number, they cannot add multiple to this list. So you can only add one entry for each state. If you attempt to add another, it will flag it as a duplicate. So if you want to use another account number for a payment, you have to come here to change whatever account you have here to rhyme with the account number you want to pay with. So having said that, I can go ahead to proceed to pay. And again, the payment keys are tied to the states. So state users would have to set up their keys, make an entry into the table before proceeding. So having said all that, I am going to go ahead because I am currently using the test keys provided by Remita. So I am going to go ahead to initiate the payment. So clicking on this button here starts the process of making the payment. So if there are any errors in the process, it would um, it would flag it and then send the payment schedule to failed. If all goes right, you will receive a success notification that the payment schedule has been initiated and certain persons shall receive notification. So in the event of a success, using Remita for this case, every interval of 10 minutes, a status check is going to be done on the beneficiaries. So immediately the payment schedule has been sent, a check is being made on the beneficiaries, because different beneficiaries might receive their alerts at different time. So every 10 minutes, the system makes a check to Remita to find out who and who has been paid, and the beneficiary status is automatically updated. So at the point where all the beneficiaries have received a response where the state is no longer pending, then the payment schedule is changed to completed. So by receiving a response, it does not necessarily mean the response was successful. So a response could be reversed, a response could also be failed. So long the status of that beneficiary is no longer in pending, then the payment schedule is changed to completed. Then using your validity check, you can see how many are left outstanding. Also using your all beneficiaries, if a beneficiary is paid, this status changes to credited, and this amount paid changes to the amount that was paid to that particular beneficiary. And in the case of an error, in this case where we have an error, we will be able to see the error message here. So in this case, invalid beneficiary account bank code. So it appears one of the beneficiaries is using an invalid account bank code. So like I said, while I was verifying these account numbers, because I'm in the test, an actual verification wasn't done. So at the point where I created a business plan and the account number enters the central repository of account numbers, um, an actual verification wasn't done. We are just changing, giving everybody verified because we are in the test mode. We don't have the live keys yet. But on the live keys, this error where we have invalid beneficiary account bank code would not suffice because every beneficiary that will be here, they already have their account verified. So because we didn't do an actual verification, we have an error of account bank code. So after payments, we can also view the log of the payments, and we can view all the requests that was sent to remitter or to the payment gateway that was used. You can view the details of that request. So this request was a token generation. You can see what was sent and what was received. So in case we want to debug and debug further. So this is how the make payment action works on the payment schedule of the PMIS. Also, once it is done, we can also see all beneficiaries. We can then see people who have been paid and people who still haven't been paid. Again, the validity check helps us to see who is outstanding, how much has been paid, what is left, and what not. Thank you.